Hello everyone, editing Bennett. I realize that this video is a lot longer than I anticipated, so if you are ready to just kind of sit down, watch some gameplay, and listen to me yap, then enjoy. Oh, tab is not working. Nothing is working. Nothing's even responding. I'm getting flashbanged. It is 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm getting flashbanged. Okay. As I was saying, I have to beat Hollow Knight before Silksong releases, so I'm doing it all tonight. This video might genuinely be, gosh, an hour long. It might be an hour and a half, depending on how fast I can beat it. But I think we're just gonna go for a regular run. Yeah, this sucks. Clear save, yep. Classic. We're gonna go classic, and we are going to bum rush the heck out of this. I think it is bum rush, false sun, hornet, dreamers. Oh shit! Oops. And then Hollow Knight. I think that's it. But I think, I don't know. I'm out of practice. I haven't played this game in a long while. I don't know why. I just stopped doing speedruns because I couldn't get the hang of it. Ooh, do I get Fury? I don't ever use it. I don't use Fury of the Fallen. I'm not that skilled. I'm like a little bit skilled. I've gotten all the achievements, so I've done P5, but I'm not that good. I still damage tank a lot for how many hours I have in this. But we are approaching 1,000 hours in Risk of Rain 2, and that is a big milestone. That means I've put way too much time into that game. But that's like, what, 1,000 completed runs? And it's definitely more. I've done more than 1,000 runs because yeah, I've been a little shitter and done command runs that take like 20 minutes because you just get the most broken items in the entire game. And I've died, and I've done looped runs that go on for hours and hours. But it's still one of my favorite games. I don't think I'll really get sick of it. I think eventually it is going to fade out of my content. Like, I'll still be doing it, but here, let's talk to Ellerbug. Just to not make him upset. Like, because ultimately that is where I started, and that's where this all began. So I don't think I'll ever, stop playing it necessarily, but there is only so much that you can do, ouch, with a game. I usually don't take that much damage, but that sucks. With a game like that. I don't even know if I can buy this. $1. That's just kind of how, YouTube works. People do a game for a while that they like, and then they do something else. Or they get phased out of the algorithm because people don't watch the videos that they're putting out because it's the same game over and over. And some people make that really well. Like, some people that works out really well for them, they only need to do one game. But for the vast majority of people, you're gonna have to branch off. And I think I'm already kind of doing that with, playing Hollow Knight and a bunch of other random games like, Goofy Gorillas, Deep Rock, Schedule 1. I already have like a decent plethora of games, and I'm still looking for more, and I'm still wanting to make more, ouch, on some of the games that I've already covered, like Deep Rock. It's a really fun game. Video did pretty well. Wonderful time to play with friends, too. I don't ever play it alone, so I think that's the main struggle. But overall, once Risk of Rain fades out, ouch, from my kind of channel, I'm sure I'll find other games to fixate on. And I hope you'll stay around for that, because it is... I just love doing YouTube, because I get to do what I want to do. And the only people I have to worry about is, you know, the people who watch me. And if people don't watch me, then that's their choice. And I don't really have to stress about it. So that's also awesome. Concern is that if I don't change games, then I'll get stuck doing a game like Risk of Rain 2, which I love, but I can get sick of it. Like, that's just how it is. I will eventually run out of things to do and then just either start doing win streaks and then stop doing win streaks because I can't hold a win streak to save my life, or I just slowly fade out because people don't watch Risk of Rain 2 anymore. I am fully prepared to make a game switch when I want to. But I'm not done. I'm going to make the E8 climb. That's bare minimum of what I have to do in order to be done with that game. And then I'm also probably going to make some modded videos. There's a video coming up. I tried to record one before this with Pequeño and Willersum, but we couldn't get the mod figured out. But it'll be fun. I had a lot of fun, and they had some fun. We couldn't get the mod settings figured out because I forgot to install a configuration one, but we got it figured out for tomorrow. So I will have 3 videos to go through, and hopefully that'll... At least 2, hopefully, ideally, will be out by Sunday. Ouch. If not, at least 1 will. But Hollow Knight usually doesn't take too long to edit. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Just know that, you know, everything has a course that it'll run. Oh my gosh. And eventually I will have, or that game will have run its course. And there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have to shoot him 4 times. Whoopsies. And, okay. You can tell I'm out of practice. You have got to be kidding me. It is an elevator shaft. You climb up the elevator and you go on your day. It is proving to be more difficult than I thought. Video games have always been like a huge part of my life. You know, just in general. Like, I started out on Nintendo Wii. That was my first console. It was a family console too. And we had it for the longest time. I literally grew up playing Mario Kart, New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii, and some Lego games like Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Goated games. Genuinely made my childhood. But I always had a knack for them. Like, I remember my favorite and first Zelda game I ever played was Twilight Princess on the Wii. And it had the really screwy motion controls that didn't respond half the time, and they constantly broke your nunchuck. I'm not going to fireball skip. I'm not even attempting that. We never could get past the intro, like getting out of Orden Village. Like, we didn't know to call the hawk to go and grab the baby cradle, so that way the monkey would go away. But once someone figured that out and told everyone else, I got on that stuff, and figured everything out. I was the first one to ever beat the game. I was the first one ever to beat New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and I was not the first one to ever 100% Lego Star Wars, but I probably was the first one to 100% Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know which game I like. I like Lego Star Wars more, simply probably because of the nostalgia of it, but Pirates of the Caribbean, I think, has really good level design. Honestly, probably better than Star Wars does. But since I've always been good at video games, and, you know, maybe it is an addiction, maybe it's just, you know, I like to play video games because it's awesome. I'm gonna use that as my excuse. But since I've always been so good at it, I've just kind of been spending my time doing it and not actually doing anything with that passion. So when I got a computer. Okay, so my evolution, you know, of gaming consoles was the Wii. I got a PS4 in middle school, or the family did. And then I got a phone and computer. I bought the computer with my own money. I saved up from my lifeguarding job. And screw Zote, we're not even going to save him. And I bought that with my own money. And it's the same one that I've been running on for 5 years now. It is a horrible PC. Genuinely terrible. It's like a 1650 with 8 gigabytes of RAM and an i3. It's terrible, but it runs what I need it to run. And that's the important thing. So throughout high school, I was like, we had a couple of phases, like, you know how you got your friend group goes through phases. Me, Pequeño, and Willersum were always, you know, we had our core 3, and we would always spend time, like, sleepovers, you know, basic high school freshman stuff. We just screw around, play video games, drink an unhealthy amount of soda, and eat pizza like a bunch of fat asses. But it was all good fun. And we had a much larger friend group that was kind of branched off of that. But that larger friend group tried to make a YouTube channel before. And then the person who owned it had a falling out, made some unfortunate decisions. We don't talk to him anymore. That's just how it is. Shit. And then we made a second version of that channel, and then quickly realized that no one could edit, and no one wanted to edit. And at that time, I didn't actually have a PC until sophomore year, because I remember freshman year was COVID. Both of those channels I wasn't a part of until I got the PC, but the first channel I wasn't even a part of. Didn't have a computer. Sorry, I'm getting really repetitive here. The second channel, there was an idea. That's where I got my profile picture from, actually. But that also, you know, when we made it, we didn't know about, like, any editing software, and everyone's, like, panicking about, like, oh, if I get, you know, I have to spend $12 a month for this editing software, and I have to spend this much money for this. It's like, we didn't search that hard for a free editing software. Like, I used DaVinci Resolve. And then, yeah, the second channel never got an upload. I was like, man, I really want to make something out of my love for video games, because I feel like I'm just wasting time if I'm not doing something with the amount of time that I'm spending playing games. So, start of 2025, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. It's, you know, what's the worst that can happen? If it doesn't go anywhere, so what? Like, it's literally, I have so much time. I can do this and other things. It's not like I'm putting all my eggs in one basket. Although I would really like for this to work out very nicely. And if it does, thank you guys. So my first upload, you know, Risk of Rain 2. Pretty underwhelmed by the amount of views that I got. But I wasn't disappointed because I knew exactly what to expect. Especially since YouTube is becoming quickly oversaturated with content creators. It has an oversaturation of creators, and it makes it really difficult to get or pull numbers and whatnot, because you're competing with so many, like, literally hundreds of thousands of other people to get a view. I really don't focus on it that much. Like, I try not to worry about views and whatnot, because it's just like, I don't care how many people don't watch my video. I care how many people, like, actually watch my video. But then my second video, like, it got like 400 views, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, all of a sudden I gained an extra, 300 viewers, or no, like 400 viewers. This is crazy. And then I posted the third video and I got like 10 views. I was like, oh man, that really sucks. I guess people don't like my content. But I didn't give up, and I don't really get giving up. Like, it just doesn't really make sense. If I'm gonna do something because I like doing it, then I don't care if people like what I do, because I like what I do. So I just don't care. So even if this never picks up anything crazy, like thousands of views, I'm doing this because it's what I like to do, and it makes me feel productive. And that's really what it comes down to. If you're doing something that you like to do, and it makes you feel good, and it makes you, feel like you were able to do something. When did I bench last? So if I benched somewhat recently, then I am just going to do this. But what it comes down to is, if you're doing something that you like, and you feel fulfilled, and you feel like you have a purpose, then who really cares? So, and I'm happy that I figured this kind of stuff out when I'm young, not when I was young, when I am young, because it makes me less concerned with worrying about everything that could happen, when I just have to worry about what's happening right now. So the main thing I get out of YouTube is that I hope that I can make, like, people laugh and smile and, like, have fun. Make YouTube not so like, one thing I dislike about YouTube now is it's just a lot of people doing YouTube and not actually, like, caring about what they post. Or, like, they do care, but it's all kind of just slop. And I'm aware that I post some slop. And everyone's gonna post some slop every once in a while. That's just how it goes. Every video is not going to be a masterpiece. I just feel like I did plenty of self-discovery when I was younger. 'Cause I've made, comments on this before and jokes, like I've not been mentally well before in my life. And when you are kind of mentally unstable, you do a lot of self-reflecting, which may be good, may be bad. For me, it was good and bad, because a lot of the time I was overthinking, like, absolutely crazy, dumb, stupid things that never would have happened. But I also, thought about myself and the type of person that I want to be. And even just recently, I'm thinking more of, like, what I want to do. So, like, when you are doing all this self-reflection, you just kind of think of the person that you want to be. And the person that I want to be is someone who is fun to be around. Hold on, I have to do this. No, you come back here. And if I can just, like, make even one person smile, that's good enough for me. The more people, the better. But I'll take what I can get. And even myself, like, I don't have the happiest face when I'm not a very smiley person normally. That wasn't that hard. I don't know why it was so hard that first time. But I've been trying just to force myself to smile more. Because maybe if someone sees me smile, then that'll make them feel happier. Because I know when I see someone smile, I either get really mad, like, what are you so damn happy about? Or I'm like, oh, they're living life great. And there's like no in between. But usually it's the second option, like, they're good for them. I should be happy too for what I have. And that kind of forces me to be happy. In a good way. It's not like forcing, but it's like, oh, what do I have to be sad about, you know? I wouldn't really have gotten to that, you know, kind of consensus without all that self-reflection and all that, like, who do I want to be? What purpose do I want to serve here? And it's, you just have to find your own thing. And if that is working a boring office job and coming home to your loving family day to day, that's honestly props to you. Not everyone can do that. I don't think I would be able to work a boring office job every day. I hope I don't have to. That is not something that I really want to do. It's not something I look forward to. But if push comes to shove, it's, oh my gosh. It is what it is, and other people's happiness, you know, should be placed higher than, you know, mine. And that might be a bad way of wording it, but like, making other people happy gives me happiness. So it's not like I'm sacrificing my own happiness. I will still have fulfillment if I'm helping them. That's what I mean. So yeah, I've just been, you know, trying to do things that make me happy and make other people happy at the same time. So I will be, you know, one day I'll be recording, the next day I'll be editing, and then I'll be doing things that make me happy. Like, I'll be doing daily lifts, or, man, is that really all I do with my life? I usually wake up, on a day that I don't have school, I wake up, and then I do some editing, and then I work out, and then I hang out with people, and that's mainly it. Oh no, I need to get up there! Oh, it is a 420 choke. Awesome. Okay, that should be enough to repair my nail, and then we are good to go fight Watcher Knights with nothing but this. I'm done with my summer job. Pretty awesome. And I'm gonna say in this video too, because I know the audio is screwed up for the first couple minutes of my other one. Oh, there's a cutscene. Because I forgot to turn OBS's volume down. Because I'm done with work, I can focus a lot more on making content for you guys. So, idealistically, I will be able to pump out at least 2 videos a week. If not, maybe even 3, depending on how much recording I can get done. And the general motivation I feel. That's just something that you guys can look forward to. Obviously, if it's like finals week, and I have to, you know, pay attention. I'm not gonna... Believe it or not, I do care about my education. Despite what I said about working boring jobs, I do want to have that for, you know, just general knowledge. Because if I'm smart and can do YouTube and look amazing and buff, then, you know, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty fulfilled. I'm not crazy buff, but, you know, I'm gonna toot my own horn. I look pretty good. I'm actually only 120 pounds. I'm a very, very lightweight, but I look toned. I look like I could strangle 3 pit bulls. 3.5 maybe, if they have like a a toddler one. Big takeaways from the first 40 minutes. Oh my gosh. Do what you want to do. Don't care about what others think about what you want to do. As long as you're doing something that makes you happy. Thumbs up. I would wish I had well, I do have a webcam, but it's not, I'm not plugging it in. You don't get to see me yet. Maybe I'll face reveal eventually. But 2 big thumbs up. Do what you want to do. Make yourself happy. Maybe make others happy if you want. You don't have to. You're not obligated to, really. But it does, you know, help most people out. Or it helps everyone that you... Sorry. Everyone you help is just, you know, another pat on the back. And who knows, maybe they will help you out one day. Returning the favor. That's pretty good. But, you know, you shouldn't expect it. That's not something that you should be doing. You should do it with the intention of doing it for, you know, the goodness. Oh, this is not a spot I want to be in. This is a bad spot. Oh, and now I have to fight this guy hitless. It's gonna be annoying. Yeah, because you do that. I pogoed off the wrong thing. I'm itching my nose. I'm so locked in right now. Oh! I almost was geeked. There we go. Do something you want to do. I like playing games, and I like making YouTube videos because it makes me feel awesome. So if you also like to feel awesome, then maybe you should subscribe. I don't know. Maybe that'll make you feel awesome. It'll make me feel awesome, that's for sure. You teleported up here. You weren't meant to do that. Okay. I can unclench my butthole. Fireball this. Fireball like Clash Royale. Big into the Clash Royale right now. Oh gosh! I'm almost at 9,000 trophies. But it sucks because, you know... I fight perfect counters to my deck, and I lost, I'm not even kidding, 6 times in a row today. Kinda sucks, you know, but you keep pushing forward, and, you know, eventually you're gonna fight someone who's highly underleveled, like a level 11, and you're level 13, and you have a couple level 14 cards, and they just can't do anything about it. But then you fight the level 15 King Tower, level 15 maxed out deck who has Pass Royale, and it's just like, you know, the strongest card is the credit card. And, you know, I don't have that kind of card. I swear I jumped. Oh, my controller disconnected. Okay, that is better. I can now play the game. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what I was talking about. I already know how this goes, buddy. Come on. You know, I might make this a 2-parter, and I might crank out the other recording tonight, because my butt really hurts from sitting on this folding chair. I'm currently on a folding chair that has very minimal cushion, and I've been in it for 4 hours now, because the first recording, we got 40 minutes in, and then someone went to bed, and then the other person stayed in the chat, so I chilled, and then now I'm doing this, and it's been an hour almost. I'll stop probably when I get to the Dreamer. We'll say that's a good stopping point. There we go. I was like, please, it'd be really embarrassing if I can't hit this. We'll make it an even 54 minutes, depending on how quickly I can get this done. Yeah, this will probably be the midsection of the video, when I patch it all together, but if you enjoy, then smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this with your mom. I don't know. I don't understand how people can do that. It just doesn't feel right. But yeah, we'll pick up here when I wake up and it's not 3 in the morning. and my entire family's asleep. But howdy do da day. I will see you now, actually, is when I will see you.
Alright, it is in fact... Excuse me. It is in fact the next day. And I'm ready to beat this game. 48 minutes. We're killing it. Watcher Knight should die with relative ease. And I forgot to equip my charms. Again. This is going to be a miserable fight. Taking some unfortunate damage. But as soon as I hit stop recording yesterday, of course I think of things to say, but now that I've slept, I don't remember a single thing of what I wanted to say, which is very normal for me. I want to say, I'm fairly sleep deprived right now. I don't know if you can tell, my voice is not warmed up yet either. Oh my gosh, I thought he was gonna jump. Okay, that one's dead. Oh no. Okay, we're fine. This is like, what, the second to last? Or are all of them? All of them are on screen. Okay, we're fine. I just have to not sell. Yep, and I am going to sell if I am not careful. Do another one. Okay, we are so back. Don't roll. Thank you. Okay, look at that. First try. Awesome. I'm not good enough for acid skips, so we might actually have to go get Ismo's tier. I'm not even kidding. Dude, I just landed. Just landed in Dusty Divot, and you came out swinging. And 200 pumped me in the head. And I had the default pistol. So really, who's the evil one now? I don't even think I opened the... Oops. I didn't even open Resting Ground Stag. That was a big old blunder on my part. That surely did not touch me. Sorry, I'm not talking much yet. Like I said, tired. This is literally still the next morning, so I woke up. Didn't get too much sleep. But I'm guaranteeing eventually I will start talking a lot. Okay, Crystal Heart will be acquired. And then we will go get D-Dark. And then we will... honestly, probably go say hi to Sly. Or... do we want to get Isma's? Oops. I'm just here for the journey, really. And to say that I beat Hollow Knight in... okay, well. Listen, I swear. It's just parkour. It's not even difficult parkour, mind you. This is just the most elementary elementary parkour. I said elementary backstroke. I've been swimming a lot recently, too. Honestly, I love swimming. I did swimming competitively for 1 year and hated it because the school I went to didn't have a swimming program, so I had to go to a neighboring school to do it. And I just didn't really like the people there, if I'm gonna be honest. And I wasn't really good when it came down to being competitive about it. I just really enjoy swimming for fun. And I'm fairly decent at it. Better than I was, freshman year of high school. So, that's a plus. Okay, this is the stressful part because I don't exactly know where everything is. And it shows. Ouch. Dude. High jump. And okay, yep, that's what I thought. And I'm dead again. Oh my god, actually, kill yourself. I lost all my money. Oh. Well, would you look at that? Guess who died? This guy with two big thumbs. You know what? There we go. Back to Crystal Peak. Okay, yeah, see, I would have never have actually done this. All of that pain and suffering just for that. Gotta love it. I seem to have made a mistake. Cut to when I get to City of Tears. Yeah, there was a simple key over here that I simply just missed entirely. And... remembering... okay, you... dude. Trying to do something here. Yeah, sure, hit me, whatever. And you weren't supposed to hit me, actually. Neither was that. And I needed the lantern for this anyways. It's not like it was for in vain. Come on out. Alright, this fight will be very quick. Wah-ya! Ouch, he's throwing his dung at me. He's got big old poopy. He's got black poop. There. I said it would be easy, but I almost died there. Alright, finally, something to say. If you guys are interested in, like, doing a Q&A with me, that would give me more stuff to talk about, especially in, like, these kind of videos, where the gameplay doesn't take 100% attention to do. So if you guys, like, genuinely have questions, or just have stuff that you want to say, you know, and if you've made it that's if you've made it this far. Then again, only people who made it this far will be hearing about this. But, you know, I am open to all them questions. And it would give me something to talk about, and give you content. So, really, it's a win-win. Maybe there'll be, like, a special Q&A thing later, too. I don't know, I've thought about, like, streaming, but also, like... oh my gosh! With streaming, the thing is, I don't know if my PC can quite handle it. It wouldn't hurt to try, but also... oh no. I feel like I'm more of a YouTube kind of person. I don't know. It's very complicated. Maybe I will one day. Maybe I'll just try it out once if you guys want to see it. I don't know where I would stream. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna die here. Oh, I actually might. Hold on. These guys are evil. Notoriously evil. Anyways, going off of... oh dear. Going off of yesterday, like, with the video games thing, I've been playing a lot of Tears of the Kingdom recently. It was a game that I got for my birthday. It was a while ago. But I played, like, a couple hours of it, and then I stopped because it was just like... I don't know, it felt like it wasn't my kind of game. And then, like, a couple weeks ago, I gave it another chance, and haven't really stopped playing it. So that's a good sign. That means that, you know, it's grown on me. Because it's not a cheap game, really. And I didn't want to waste the birthday present that I got. Why is there a health bar already? This doesn't make sense. Doink. With, you know, playing all of that... oh no. It's kind of just been a game for me. I usually have one game that I play just for me. Like, no one else gets to play it. It's not like gatekeeping, but it is like... I want a game that I get to play on my own time. And for a while that was Breath of the Wild, and then after that, I just didn't really have anything other than like some Wii games, like the Donkey Kong's another game, ouch, that I played a lot as a kid. And because they released it on the Switch, the updated version, I didn't buy that one, but I was like, oh, I could just play that to relive it. And then I got really far and did pretty much everything I needed to and beat the game. But now it's Tears of the Kingdom, and I just feel like it was a game that got a lot of hate. Even though it's not a bad game. I think they compared it to Breath of the Wild, which is an understandable thing, because it's literally the sequel to it. But people often try to compare things that should be not compared to each other. And I think video games are a thing, like, that each of them have an audience. Obviously, you know. And I missed. There's a target audience for everyone, or there's a game for everyone out there, and a lot of people just need to let people have their games and not compare their favorite games to the other games. It's just it becomes a big old like penis measuring contest, and it doesn't need to be. I'm plenty far in the video, I can say that now. But do I think it's a wonderful game, and it adds a lot. It literally like triples the size of Breath of the Wild, because you have your main area, you know, like the ground. You have an entirely new sky area to explore, and an entirely, like, just as large as the ground map is the depths. And, you know, giving you that much freedom, it kind of scared me off the first time. I think that's also another reason why I didn't play as much, because it was so overwhelming. Because you have everything to explore that you did in Breath of the Wild, and then you have an entirely new map below it, which equals it in size and number of things to do. And you have all these new mechanics that weren't in the prequel, and you're just like, oh, what do I do? There's genuinely too much. I don't know how to do it. And then I just started taking it, you know, like one bit at a time, like, oh, I'll do this, and then I will do a bunch of shrines, and then I'll do part of the main quest, and then I'll do a bunch of shrines, and then I'll go and have some fun fighting or exploring the depths. It's like, you just have to take your time with it. You don't need to rush into everything. And that's to be said about a lot of things, not just video games. Because the thing that I struggled with, I think at the beginning of the YouTube content, I was trying to rush into it and be like, if I don't have X amount of subscribers by X amount of videos, then what's even the point? I clearly am not cut out for this. It used to be like I needed I needed double the amount of subscribers that I had for the amount of videos that I have. So if I had 20 videos, I needed 40 subscribers. And that was just like not the way to think about it, you know? It doesn't matter how many subscribers I have, because people are enjoying my content either way. They're not obligated to do anything for me, and I'm not obligated to do anything for them. I'm choosing to do this because I like to do it. Like, even the few people that commenting for me is like a way of showing that, you know, you really enjoy my video and you want to interact with someone. And I try my best to respond to all of the comments. If I can't really, you know, respond to it, if it's just like a one-liner kind of thing, then, you know, usually I will like it, or I'll... If you're being positive in my comments, I'm gonna be positive back. Unless you're just kind of being, like... There was one video, no hate to the people who did it, but it was like, I'm the first non-bottish view. It's like, I don't think there are gonna be really that many bots watching Risk of Rain 2 videos, but what do I know? And then that started to change. I didn't really respond to those. I didn't know what to say. Anyways, I got way sidetracked off of my original thing of, like, being, you know, not rushing into everything. So, yeah, the original thing was I was rushing into YouTube trying to get all caught up in analytics and stuff, and it really isn't that deep. All you have to do is enjoy the journey. And I think, because a lot of the time, people who blow up a lot, like hundreds of thousands of subscribers in a year, it's like really awesome for them because they get to do what they want to do. But they don't really get the chance to be a small creator. And not like you need to be a small creator in order to actually deserve it, but no, like they deserve it just as much as anyone else does because they did work for it, and they do deserve to have that. Did I not? Oh, I didn't. Oops. I enjoy being small enough that I can interact with my community because it makes it feel like more, not personal, well, it is kind of personal, but you know, like I actually get to be involved. It's kind of difficult to do that when you have hundreds of comments, all on the same video. It's like you could look through all of them. I don't think a lot of people do. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe a lot of people do sit through all the comments, but it is... Oh, I haven't beaten these guys. I don't know. It's nice not being too big, too fast, because it kind of builds you up to it. I would be overwhelmed and not ready if I gained thousands of subscribers in one video. That's just a lot of pressure, and I think slowly building up kind of prepares you to actually be able to support a larger community. Because I listened to a podcast where it was the special guest was Jack Manifold, and if you know anything about him, he blew up. He was a small creator for a long time, and then as soon as he joined, as much as I hate to say it, the Dream SMP, that place is horrible, but it gave him such a huge platform. He literally gained like 500,000 subscribers in a month, and then he had to go on such a large break because he just didn't know what to do. Like it's a lot of pressure to all of a sudden have millions of people watching your stuff, and you feel like you have to perform a certain way, otherwise you're gonna lose it all. And that's not something I want to do. I'm happy with taking it slow, because I know eventually it's gonna pay off. It's difficult for it not to pay off if you're consistent for long enough. And like I have goals, and I have like things I want to accomplish through YouTube, because this is a platform that you can do a lot of stuff if you do it right. Oh, excuse me. And overall, just, you know, it's already... Has it been an hour? Oh my gosh, it's been an hour. But YouTube's a very open platform. You can legitimately... It's like video games in the sense that there's a target audience for everyone. Or there's a creator out there for everyone, because there's so many little communities that are very random, but also have wonderful communities to them. There was a big old time in my, like, especially during my early high school years, I watched this creator who made Mario Maker videos, and he didn't have, like, he wasn't he had like 500,000, but he struggled to, you know, kind of keep it up in a sense where he would have to take breaks because he just couldn't feel like he was making any progress. Like, some of his videos would do really good, and then some of his videos wouldn't do good, and that really got in his head, and he came back for a long while. So he started freshman year of my high school year, and then posted for consistently a couple years, and then took a large break when he felt like he wasn't getting anywhere. And then he came back, and I think he made some improvements to his life, and didn't get so much into his head about everything. Oh my gosh. But recently I think he's on another break because he hasn't posted in a while, which sucks because I really enjoy his content, and I think he knows that his community loves his stuff, but he isn't getting quite the same amount of traction that he used to have, and I think that is getting to him. I'll link him in the description because he's an awesome guy, a wonderful YouTuber, and he's really entertaining. Honestly, he was a large part of my like inspiration for starting, because overall, like, he made it seem very normal and natural, and like he wasn't forcing like a YouTuber, you know, he wasn't trying to force it, which a lot of people do. Sometimes I even do that, which, you know, not exactly what I want to be doing. I want this to be very natural. I want this to be kind of a break from the hyper, you know, hyper edited slop that everyone gets nowadays. Like, I want this to be not overstimulating, and kind of be a zone where everyone can detoxify from all of the brain rot. So that's another big thing, because he was that kind of person for me. I went to him. I went to his videos because it was, you know, kind of a peaceful environment, and it felt very natural, and like he cared about his people. And I want to do that for someone else, and to kind of show that, you know... Ooh! I just realized I'm going to have to kill this guy. Oh, Pequeño is playing for honor. Poor guy. That was like a 30-minute yap sesh. I know what this video is going to be called, and it's going to be called Holy Yap, because it's going to be a long video, and on one of my other... on one of my other Hollow Knight videos, someone commented Holy Yapasaurus Rex or something like that. I was like, oh man, that it was just kind of, I didn't know if it was like hate or what it was, but it was funny to me, and I think that's the best way to go about it. Like, you just gotta take it as a joke, and even if it isn't a joke, you just gotta, you know, say, you know, whatever. What are they doing? But that name stuck with me, so, oh no. Off a video, and, oh, that was Menderbug. Oh, it's time to beat the game, though. Let's see, I've got about 2 hours of footage to cut down. We'll see if I even cut down much. I'm sure there'll be a large portion of this video that I have to cut in the second part, because I didn't talk for a long time. But my voice finally warmed up. And now I don't sound like a gross... I don't know. I don't sound like a Tibetan throat singer. Alright. Playing this in silence is odd. What was that jump for? Ouch. Oh, it was to throw me off. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he's reading me like a book. First scream, that's good. Or not. Oh, brother, chill. Oh no! Yep. Alright, I gotta abuse my spells or something. I'll do it how many tries it takes to defeat this man up in the top left or something, top right. Because I guarantee it's not going to be... It might be a lot of takes, I'm not going to lie. Okay, first scream. And that's going to kill me. Take 2. Or 3. Dude, I gotta not be so aggressive. If I take my time, this is a fine fight. This is bad. And I walked right into it. I was not paying attention. Take 4. You know, Defender's Crest may not be doing a lot, but really it might be the MVP here. Oh! Jesus Christ, back-to-back is crazy. Dude, you can't just come out of that and start swinging. That's crazy. You are a jackass, you know. Okay. Back-to-back is always the worst. And I'm dead. I hate when he parries back-to-back. Keep in mind, I'm doing this with very minimal. I have... What am I doing, dude? I have that. It's literally a cheat code. Look at that, abusing invincibility frames. Like a champ, and that was it. That was it, dude. Okay, literally have D-Dark. There is no way I lose this. Here we go. Final attempt. Okay, not like that, though. Oh, that's not good. Ooh, iframes. Heal again. Let's go. Okay, that's easy. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Dude, I'm tired of this stupid move. I hate that move. Did I tell you? Did I tell you that I hate that move? Because I do. Okay. I think that was it. Never mind. This is his last phase, and I didn't heal. There we go. Look at that. Beat Hollow Knight. Probably an hour, 2 hours. But this was fairly good. For dying that many times, yeah. 2 big thumbs up and a big shit-eating grin for you guys. 209. Not quite under 2 hours like I was hoping, but still good enough. That's Hollow Knight for you.